Almost.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh, I
we're live.
see. Live. We did it.
Happy,
Yeah.
happy Thursday, people.
Hello.
Trying to, yeah, we're live. All right, so good evening, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you're joining us from today. So, over the last couple of weeks, we have talked about the business and we've been answering the frequently asked questions.
Yep.
So, today we're going to be focusing on how you can actually get started, right? Like, what does the process really look like from the beginning to the end? So, on this live today, we're going to be breaking it down. So, stay clue to this live and you're going to see how you can start this business step by step. Just a simple straight point on how you can get started. Okay, so first of all is introduction. My name is Coach Angel. I am a mom of three boys, a wife, originally from Nigeria, but I currently live in Ontario, Canada. And thank you so much for joining us. And if you're joining us for the first time, thank you so much and welcome to Mati, Folake, and
Angel.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass it on to Mati to introduce herself. Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Martina. I'm over here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm also a mom, an IT professional, and a digital business mentor.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Falake, based out of Canada, and I'm mom of two boys. I'm also an IT professional. Nice to meet everyone again.
All
All right.
right. Thank you, ladies. And Folake, I want you to tell us what's the first step.
Okay. All right. First step. If you
Yeah.
decide maybe you've seen us somewhere, you've seen our ad somewhere, or you've seen us somewhere popping up on social media, the first thing that you need to do is register on our website. Once you register on the website, and that's what you're going to do on the website is put in your name and your email address. Once that's done, you would get a complimentary 90 minutes webinar. And what that webinar does is that it actually explains what the business is at a very high level, right? It talks about what the model looks like, the business model looks like, what are people actually building, and whether it's something you even want to explore further. So that's the first step. On a very high level, you get a 90 minutes webinar in your email.
And for like, I think this part is important because people get to take their time,
Yeah.
to actually see the business for themselves, see the potential of for themselves, um, and explore.
Yeah, that's the truth because nobody is actually rushing you. You watch it, you process it, and then you decide whether you want to take the next step to learn more. So, step two, I'm going to pass it over to Martina. What happens if someone wants a more detailed information? Sorry, Angel, actually, not Martina.
That's fine. So if somebody decide to learn more, like as you guys know, like our business is not it has layers. I always say it that way because there is a lot of information and we do not want to overwhelm people at once, right? And our business is for serious minded people. So there is an access fee. And this access fee is refundable within 30 days. And the access fee is just $149. I'm saying just $149 because you can go into a store right now and blow up $149, right? So that's our
Absolutely, in 2 seconds.
$149. So just $149. This $149 is something that can actually change your life, right? It has changed a lot of people's life by making that decision. And after you pay that $149, they will now get access to video-based
Information.
information that kind of explain the entire business in whole, right? It
Yeah.
will explain the company we are affiliated with. It explains the product that are involved because they're actually real product in our business, and that is why we always say that our digital business is not the basic like the regular business that you see all over social media, right? There are real products that are involved, so you will have to see those businesses, those products, and also the company that we are affiliated with. This company has been in existence for like almost 6 decades, right? So you will see how commissions are paid and like the entire holistic view of the business, okay? And you can take your time to watch those videos and make a decision within 30 days,
Yeah.
okay? And after that 30 days, before you can decide to if you want to do the business or not. I'll pass it on to Martina to walk us through what happens afterward.
Yeah, so this is the point where people actually get clarity from the business. I always put it this way that if you wanted to do something really, really important, you wanted to buy a franchise, for example, you are not, it's not something you're just going to do based off of what people said on the streets. No, you will be sent loads of documents. First of all, you will sign an NDA. Okay, you want to buy a business, you sign an NDA before they will send you all the financials, all the details, and those details may not be completely true in case of buying a business, but it's not left to you to do your due diligence and get the proper information that you need. So everything gets broken down properly. The full 2 to 3 hour videos explain the business model in details. When I say details, details, like Angel said, the investment packages involved, the commission structure, testimonials for people who are already in the community, people who have been in the community for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years. So instead of vague information, you are actually seeing exactly how everything works. And after watching that video and getting all of that information, then you can decide to take the next steps. But for Lake, what is the next step after a person actually goes in details? I know that at this point, you will be added into our Facebook group where you will get more. It's like an eye opener. That's the way I say it. When you get into our Facebook group of over 260,000 people worldwide, we always say our business is global, right? When you get into that community, you will see for yourself. You can go in there, even search up names of people, maybe anybody that is from your hometown or whatever. And if they are there, you can, get into their DMs and ask them any questions that you feel like, okay, I need more clarity on this, if you get what I mean. But after you do all of that research, what happens next? Folake is going to tell us that.
Yeah. So at that point, you then decide if it's something you genuinely want to move forward with. And this is a very important part because you've actually watched the full detailed video, the 2 to 3 hour video. If you decide it's not for you, you do have 30 days to request for
Yeah.
a refund. It's just similar to the way as if you go into a store, right, to buy an outfit or something. You go home, you try it on. If it's not for you, you go back to the store, return it and get your money back, no charges. So it's the same concept. You have full 30 days to decide if this business is for you or not. If it's not for you, request for a refund, you get your full 149 USD back. And if it's for you, then what do you do next? Angel?
Yeah, so if it's for you, the next step you're going to take is to book your coaching call, right? But if it is not for you, you can get your refund as we clearly state, right? So,
Yeah.
and I think people kind of appreciate knowing they have time to make decision. For me, that was what aced it for me. For the fact that I'm able to like watch this video, rewind it, pause it, and really take my time to I actually pray to God because when I was looking for a business, I was actually looking for something that I would do long term, right? Because over the years I've done a couple of businesses. It's like I would do this, do that, do this, do that, right? And I was burnt out, right? So this time around, I'm no longer a child. I'm about entering my 40s. So going into something, I have to really take my time and do my due diligence. And these videos actually helped me do that, right? So I really appreciate that because here in our community, we're not forcing you into anything. You get the chance to fully understand the holistic view of the business before you can go ahead to book your coaching call.
Right.
And when you book your coaching call, Mati is going to walk us through what happened.
Yeah, so when you book that coaching call, it's called a, I like to say it's a strategy call where you are sitting with a coach. Being a coach means that you are experienced, you've had some experience in the business, you know the nitty-gritties of the business, you've been properly trained, okay, so as to answer questions and to help you put out a plan. It's like a roadmap, like, okay, so these are my goals. Okay, how do I get to this goal? What do I need to do? This coach will help you strategize. Okay, at that point, you can decide which investment package you want to start with based on your income goals. And that's also the stage where your business can officially, the setup of your business officially begins, because you are deciding what investment package you want to start with. That, and the way you start your business is actually going to determine how quickly you are going to see some results, or how successful you are going to be in the long run. So for like, please explain what happens um with the 149 at that point. That's
After
after
your
your coaching
coaching
call and
The coaching.
strategy and all that. Yeah.
So one thing to mention is that once you get on, you book your coaching call and you're like, you know what, I want to move forward. At that point in time, the coaching call is no longer refundable. I like to always explain it as,
$149,
yeah, the
yeah.
149 USD is actually no longer refundable. I like to explain it as when you go into Costco, right? For you to go into Costco to buy anything, you first need to pay your membership fee. You pay your membership fee for Costco doesn't mean that when you get into Costco, you are still not going to pay for whatever it is you want to buy inside. So see it as a membership fee and access fee. So once you decide that I want to start this business, you get on your coaching call, that same 149 USD doesn't go away. We then use it for your initial setup of your business, right? To set up your website, for the trainings that you need to get done, the onboarding process. If you think about if you're going to set up a website, do all of the email automation, everything that comes into setting up your business, the tools you're going to need to run your business, that is what the 149 USD actually goes into. So it's not gone, neither is it lost, right? It's part of your business. Will I say your running cost or your operating cost of
Operational cost, yeah.
operational cost
Mhm.
for your
That's
business,
right.
right? Yeah. So the final step, what happens after the setup? Angel, do you want to take that?
absolutely. So when you officially begin building your business, before that, so after the coaching call, you are going to sign a document, like that would be like your contract, because as we always explain, this is a real business, right? So that contract, you will need your a driver license, just anything to prove that you
Something.
are legitimate, you're legal in the country, right? So you have that, and you will, because why this document is important, because at the end of the year, you're going to get your T4. T4 in Canada is our tax document, or if you live in the US is 10 what was it?
1099,
1099,
1099,
yeah.
or tax document equivalent in any part of the world, right? So because of that, you have to complete this contract. So once that contract is submitted, you will start building your business. Your training site will be unlocked for you, and all of the tools and systems that we you see us always chat about, automation and all of that will be set up for you. Okay, and the videos for the trainings, they are such a blessing to us in our community. Like me, I can't thank our community founder. I can't thank them enough, because these trainings, they're so easily explained that I always say, like, my 6 years old could actually build his business following this training. They are so well detailed, and you are not alone. That's another thing that I love about it. There is support and there is guidance. You remember Mati said that once you pay your access fee, you'll be added to our community, our global community of almost 300,000 people. And once you're added there, you have access to these people. And once you start your business, you will be moved to an application that is designed for just our community, is our chat platform, and there you can access anybody in the community. But even, let me not even go that far, you have the support of your coach and your mentor,
So,
right? we all know how much coach and mentorship program costs. Like if you want to just buy it off right from the market, you will be starting at 5,000, and that's not even for life, right? Or
It's
for
monthly save. There are
it-
monthly
it's
fees.
monthly fee, right? But in our community, we pride ourselves to ensure that each and everybody succeeds. So we have this coaching and mentorship program that is set up that you can always reach out to your coach. For example, if I am not available, Mati is there. If Dotun is not available, Dotun's coach is there that you can reach out to, right? So this is such a beautiful thing about our community that you can't find out there.
Yeah, that's true.
So that is why one of the things that really, really make me really appreciate our community. Okay, and
Yeah.
that the biggest thing is understanding before making decision, and that's how our business is set up in layers, right? Because
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people say, why are you people a cult, why are you people not explaining this thing? It is in layers, and it is, I always say that it's like Ontario motto, yours to discover, right? It's set up in a way that you should actually take your time to discover it by absorbing the information so that you will be able to make a well informed decision that can help you actually get into the business with your two eyes open, right? Not rushing and just getting instant gratification, because this is long term. This is not short
Exactly.
term kind of business. So, Matt,
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
want to quickly.
Yeah, and that's why we always tell people, watch the webinar first. There's no child that ever walked without crawling.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no need to be rushing to walk. If a child wants to get up and walk, that child is going to fall, knock their head down and tumble, right? So watch the webinar first. Take your time, process it, ask questions in between if you need to, and really understand what it's about, because nobody's forcing you into anything. You can watch it, ask questions, and if it doesn't align with you, if you at that point in time you don't feel like this is right for you, all you need to do is just send an email and get your refund. There's
Yeah.
nobody forcing you. Yeah.
Before the coaching call.
Before the coaching
But
call, of because after
exactly.
the coaching call there'll be no refund, because
Mhm.
when you book that coaching call it is assumed that you want to start the business,
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
and
that
you're
would
given 30 days to think
yes,
about it. That's a
exactly.
whole,
Yeah.
So, like everyone has actually said, think about it. If it aligns with what you're looking for, then you move forward. If not, you take a back step. But what I always tell people that I talk to is that I always believe in, let me even see what is going on inside there. You know,
yeah.
let me just understand.
Just
If it's for
curiosity.
me,
You
fine.
know,
If not,
yeah,
I don't really have anything to lose.
yeah,
So,
I always illustrate it like during Noah days, right?
mm,
Like those people, they were just living in their own world, thinking like, oh, it has never rained before. So
yeah,
none of them were actually curious. Even Noah's extended family, none of them were curious to just go in to actually see what this person is building. Because I've seen a lot of people say, and make money, this amount of money on social media, it is not possible, right? So that just makes some people feel like, oh, it is a scam.
impossible.
But the truth of the matter, when you pay your access fee, you are able to get information, and there is nowhere on this earth that getting information or learning something actually hurts anyone,
Right.
right? And no information is lost. And
Mm-hmm.
based on you can refund your money. Nobody is cajoling you or forcing you or locking you in. You have 30 days to actually refund.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we appreciate every single thing. As we wrap up today, we want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. If you're either going to watch it now or watch it later, if you have any questions for us, you can send either myself, Angel, or Martina a message, and we'll be here next week. If you guys want to join live, we'll always be here. So see you guys next week.
All
Thank you,
right. Good night,
guys.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.